definitely the Allies have taken back the city, but
I think the Axis
Yeah.
feel fairly confident in the damage they've wrought, and they know that the Allies are the ones who are going to have to push themselves to regain some of the initiative.
I think they're relying on timing their assaults to the Hummel barrages, or the flame barrages, whichever they may come from, because we got some more going into the city right now, thinning out Bay Area's troops. We got the clown
And
car.
Bay Area being so dependent upon infantry and support weapons is, I think, feeling the pain of the Scorched Earth Doctrine the most right now.
Look at this. You very rarely see this in a European Ruins game, but there are no battle lines right now. Everything is just mixed in with everything else. Focus is trapped behind the lines and pretty much fighting all three armies at the same time, trying to get at that Pershing. With Burn, kind of intermixed with the Axis line. This is getting very dangerous. All right, Bob's moving in with his infantry.
Yeah, they almost completely cleared out the small village with that barrage, and now that seemingly impenetrable defense that the Allies had set up there is just non-existent.
More Scorched Earth coming down, more opening barrages. Completely missing the mark, but just shutting down the area for the Allies. The Axis are slowly starting to push back in.
Yeah, it's amazing how important area denial is. So even if those barrages aren't always killing, they're shutting down, like you said, huge swaths of land for the infantry-heavy Brits. Interesting that Byrne has managed to repair his command tank way behind what should have been the Axis line. But like you said, it's that elastic band defense, so there is no static position. It's just constantly dynamic hodgepodge of Axis units.
Most definitely. We got the Axis are definitely trying to push into the city now. While O4B and Byrne have the majority of their forces on the left flank, and Bay Area on the right. Bay Area's gonna get double teamed really fast, unless they get over there and help them. Okay, we see Smoke is laying down smoke with his mortar half track so that his ISTs can move up into the lines without getting hit from any ATGs.
Yeah, the Allies were sorely lacking in AT on that right side. Even without the smoke, one AT gun would not have been near enough to stop the two ISTs, and even the Cromwell won't make too much of a difference.
Okay, so the ISTs take out the AT gun, and you don't see it too often, but the ISTs can take out medium armor. They just gotta get on the rear side of the tank in order for their shots to be effective. Which, with the rolling lockdown, Smokus is doing pretty well. Well, he's trying. Takes out another AT gun, and triple ISTs are moving in. Bear screaming for help.
Yeah, he should be.
Look at that,
Yeah,
see?
really need to get that Firefly and Pershing over there as quick as possible.
Firefly's coming to help, but it's too late. The Cromwell is down. And the ISTs make their escape.
Yeah, too little too late from Bay Area's allies there.
But now the Firefly's moving around unsupported. If he's not careful, that could get caught and killed quite as easily, just as the Cromwell got caught and died.
It just goes back to show what we've been talking about with the piecemeal strategy that's been hurting the Allies so much. The Cromwell and the Firefly would have been a formidable counter, but one at a time they just don't have the same effect, and gives the Axis just way too much time to do whatever they want.
Alright, so I know Bob is playing defensive company, but he has a lot of support weapons I would like to see more aggressive play from, constantly moving machine guns up and replacing them, and then having the packs follow that. Just catch the units out in the open like he's doing right now with that infantry section. Just suppress and move. Alright, so 04 be confident that they've taken back all the field. Encouraging his allies not to push too far into the Axis defenses because he knows Bob's bottled up pretty tight right there. And we got Smoke's mortar half track laying more smoke, probably for an assault, maybe.
And 04B's minesweeping engineers continuing to destroy what the Axis spent so much time building. They've probably already managed to defuse 3 or 4 mines, which earns back their munitions cost 5 times over. Not the most heavily used unit in the game, but if used properly, definitely one of the most valuable.
Okay, so we got Bob taking up positions in the city. I think we have those demo charges set in the houses. I think he's just trying to. The Allies are trying to wait for the Axis to occupy those houses so they can blow up the occupants.
And Bay Area seems to have fallen asleep on the right.
Yeah, definitely. Letting those Shrek troopers get way too close. And now instead of sending troops to go help, he's trying to mess with the pathing to save his Firefly. But we got Stug coming up. And Firefly's getting surrounded.
The Bay Area being completely alone is bound to get completely surrounded and annihilated once more. It's been the lesson. I don't think that has been learned fast enough, if at all.
No, like the Axis are definitely exploiting all the gaps that the Allies are leaving in their line. Burn and 04 are just being a sledgehammer. They hit hard, but they're hard to move. I mean, we just lost. Allies just lost a 25-pounder because the center was split in 2 by Bob's troops, and now Bay Area is getting surrounded and destroyed again. Like, it's definite good EIR scorched earth play. Just isolating the enemy units, using that flame and the ability for your tanks to go through the flames and not take damage themselves. It's just awesome. You get that feeling that you're really surrounding an army and cutting them off. Just the Blitzkrieg way, just like how it happened in the real war.
Yep, terror and shock and awe. And I definitely think the Allies are feeling all 3 of those.
Again, the Axis see the Persian coming, and they get their ISTs out. Right now, Allies need to pursue. They just need to get those ISTs out of the way.
I mean, once again, the Axis have barely any AT because they haven't needed it. So, just look at how well the Pershing's done being just 1 tank. Imagine if the Allies had...
Yeah, it's looking like 22 infantry kills, 3 light vehicle, and 3 heavy tank kills from the Pershing. It's racking up quite a number of kills right there. Alright, the Allies finally getting some guts, chasing down those ISTs. Let's hope they take advantage of it and move a little bit forward. Taking out that mortar half track and just... Alright, now they're pushing.
And Bob has decided it's time to start using his packs. And a Panther on the field from Bob as well, so he's got AT covered, that's for sure. And 2 Fireflies from Burn. I don't know what I feel about that choice.
I think he's just getting fed up about the ISTs running in and destroying all of his men. But Firefly is bad micro, turning its butt to the 50mm half track, taking 2 shots, and now it's down to 1/4 life.